still, they were made aware of this problem a long time ago here at Mainstreet Properties on South Albert, 4100 Retallak. Every time the shower upstairs is kicked in, I believe it's on the back of the diverter, because it looks to be clean water coming out and not like used bath water. So I believe every time they pull the diverter for the shower, it just starts shooting water. Doesn't seem to do it just from the bathtub. Seems to be just off the diverter. Shoots water down inside the wall. As you can see, this patch was previously patched, so it's not a new problem. So it was patched before I moved in, which is like 3 years ago in some. And you can see that there's actual folding in the gyprock from water damage extending out to here. It's actually affecting these lights. And then here you can see the damage going back behind the actual behind the actual shower surround and wall. So yeah, I've talked to tenants that are in lower floors, and there's a lot of they're getting mold in their bathrooms and the roofs and stuff, which indicates that this water is running down in the wall and into their suites and then creating black mold inside the walls down there, which is a fairly significant problem for not just this unit but other ones in the building. So what is the actual date today? Let's look on the computer. Yeah, so it is it's about 5 p.m. February 23rd of 2022. Now, I've written letters. That's a design I'm working on. So I've actually written letters to Mainstreet, like emails, and I've tried to, I made them aware of this. They've come and looked at it, and they like to come up with various reasons as to why they're not going to fix it, despite that it's affecting me as a tenant and the health of many others in the building. So yeah, that's kind of the way they work around here, with a lot of repairs and problems and issues. This is Unit 17, 4100 Retallak Street, Mainstreet Properties. Yeah, and I also, when I had the conversation with the maintenance personnel, they said, oh, it's the drain, it's the drain. It's the drain. And no, and they're like, oh, it's the overflow. And I'm like, no, I don't actually believe it is the overflow or the drain. I told them right straight, I believed it was coming from the diverter off of the back of the faucets. Like, in these units you have then up to your shower head, and then when you turn it off, it just pours out the spout, right? So what it does is it blocks the spout, causing it to back pressure and flow up the tube to the top. Well, I believe what's happening is when you pull that, it's back pressuring, and then that's when it's leaking in the wall upstairs. Because you can hear them using water for a bath many times instead of a shower, and it doesn't leak. And you can hear it draining upstairs, and it doesn't leak. So it appears to be only when the shower's used. But I mean, of course, I don't have a cutaway view of that, right? I had to put duct tape on it because it actually bubbled down so far all the gyprock caved in. So I put white duct tape over it just so that there wouldn't be a hole into the, like the runners, in between the runners for the next floor, going in across the entire suite, right? And into the hallway and everywhere else. So, see, as you can hear right now, if you listen, they actually have the tub faucet just pouring water just coming out. And it's not, the leaking is subsiding, despite the fact that they're pouring copious amounts of water into the bathtub. There, they turned it off. There was no increase in flow at all. There's just the residual from when they had the shower going. See, you can hear them turn it on and off. It doesn't affect the flow unless they have the shower going, it appears.